I have trouble reversing out of my driveway at night because of how fast my reverse gear is. Just manual problems. I drive a manual, by the way. Really is the Linux of driving cars is driving manual. And of course that's probably a good thing, but also guys like me who are just getting into it are terribly annoying. Oh man, guys like me are terribly annoying about it. Having just started, having just had this world opened up to them, haven't learned humility about it. Now listen, I run fucking Ubuntu. I know like 7 commands. I know how to navigate files in the terminal. That's all I can do. I know how to look up how to format a USB drive. But I'll still be the guy who's like, yeah, you should really switch to Linux. I'll still be the guy. Listen, I stalled fucking yesterday. I'm still like, dude, manual transmission, dude, that's the only way to go. That's the only car I ever want to get again. And that's actually true. But also, I'm really annoying about it. So, just manual transmission things. Sounding like your engine's about to fucking explode when you're going 15 miles an hour. Just manual things. Not shifting into a gear all the way, wondering why your RPMs are going higher and you're not moving, and then jamming the stick into the gear you want and being met with a harsh grinding noise and a stall. Bro, that face when you stall, just manual things. What else? I don't know, talking about your fucking car all the time. Just manual things? Damn. That's me. But I'll only be annoying about it for another month or two. Then I'll get into some other masculine pursuit. Probably gun maintenance or some crap like that. I had a dream recently, last night actually, where I was in this really shitty apartment. I was living in it with my girl, and we were moving out, and she had gone to our new place before me, and I was just there alone. I went outside, and it was in like the ghetto, and then I saw this little kid outside. And then he saw, then he looked at a car that was pulling into the parking lot, and then he ran away immediately. And then I saw that the guy in the car was like an older version of that kid. And so I decided it was time to go inside immediately, because I knew he was going to like try to kill me or something. And so I tried to get in, and I went into the shitty elevator. I was on the 13th floor or something. And the shitty elevator wouldn't like close. And is my phone close enough? And so the shitty elevator wouldn't close, and he ended up getting in. But he had a Nerf gun. He had a Nerf gun in his hand. And then I wrung his neck until he got choked out, and I snapped his spine with my hands, with my thumb. He ended up getting really small, and then I snapped his spine with my thumb. And he became like a sort of gory little doll in my hands after I snapped his neck. And I won't say the other half of that dream, but trust me when I say it does get worse. What I interpret the dream as, though, specifically the gun being a Nerf gun. Also, okay, well, I'll tell you that in the second half of the dream, one thing that happened was I had a gun, I had a pistol, and it like started falling apart in my hands because like I didn't know how to like actuate it. Like I didn't know how to like cycle around or disarm the hammer without shooting, and I couldn't shoot at that point. So the gun was like falling apart in my hands. And so what I take that to mean is that my conception of violence, specifically firearms, is like adolescent or childish even. Like I conceive of guns as fucking Nerf guns, which isn't 100% true. Like I've shot guns before, and I've been around. I've seen a guy get shot in the head on the train in Seattle on the one line at like midnight. Oh, jeez. And I mean, I know I know what it's like. I mean, I've never killed anyone, and I hope not to. By the way, I hope not to ever have to kill anyone with a fucking gun. I'll just put that out there. Public stance. I hope to never kill anyone with a fucking gun. Or kill anyone in general. If I had to kill someone, though, I think I would probably rather use a gun. But I hope to never have to, in any case. But if I did, if I had to, I would use a gun. But I don't think I'm at a point where I could do that yet. And I think I should get to that point, so that people are going to have a harder time doing that to me, you know? I don't want to get killed by a gun. It looks like it sucks. It looks absolutely awful. So I think that's probably the next like masculine thing that I get sucked into. Like it's been a million things at this point. Chess, martial arts, fishing, and most recently cars now. So I'm making the rounds, taking diversions into random masculine bullshit, which, I mean, you have to have some baseline level of competence with this stuff. But at the same time, like what I said in the last episode, yeah, just let me swap out my engine real quick. I can't be doing fucking engine swaps. I can't be getting to the point with car maintenance where I'm doing engine swaps. That's not necessary. I don't need to soup up my 86 Audi 4000S in order to be a man. I just have to not run it into the ground and blow my head gasket in some fucking stupid way. So yeah. Guns is probably the next thing. But then after that, what do I got? What do I get? I get after that? Is this cop coming at me right now? No, he's just stopping. Well, I'm going 25, sir. Tribal police. Anyway, I bit the bullet. I got a job, and I start the day after Christmas because I need to pay my rent, dude. Dude, I need to pay my rent. My rent's going crazy. I decided to live in the richest area in the fucking county. Dude, my rent's going crazy. What the heck? What the heck? My rent! You know what I mean? Who can relate? Who can relate? My rent! I don't know if I can pay my rent. It's gonna be tough, but I think I'm gonna pay my rent this month. I think I'm gonna make it. Damn. Yeah, so that sucks. But it's $25 an hour at the lowest. And okay, so it's like a work interview, right? For 4 hours. It's like a 4-hour introductory shift where I guess they make sure I'm not retarded, and then they decide if they want to hire me. And so, I mean, worst case scenario is, I mean, it's better than a regular ass interview where, because it's paid, it's 4 hours at 25 an hour, so I'm getting 100 cash, worst case scenario. Little holiday bonus. I call it a holiday bonus. So the next major obstacle I have in my life is going to be building up music and maintaining the momentum I have right now, which I'll get to in a sec. While, you know, hitting the blue collar. I mean, how else am I gonna buy a new fucking engine for my Audi 4000S? How am I gonna convert it to a Quattro by swapping the engine out and replacing the drivetrain with a junked Audi 4000 CS Quattro? How am I gonna do that if I'm not working? Answer me that. How am I gonna pay my rent? Oh no! How am I gonna pay my rent? No! How am I gonna pay my rent? Jeez. You fucking hear yourself? Do I hear myself right now? How am I gonna pay my rent? Man, that sucks. What did they do to us? Damn. There's a big genre of like people on YouTube that are my age, that are our age, let's be real. You listening to this, hey, stay tuned. I have another pussy getting tip for you. Maybe, I actually might not remember it. But, what was I talking about? There's a lot of, I guess the genre would just be early 20s. Early 20s Zoomer YouTube. Like, they're frank, they're authentic, which, by the way, is pretty cool. But then they're like talking about like productivity, not even productivity, just like getting a baseline of you know, not being cooked, like talking about how fucking cooked we all are. And wood fire, man, it's nice. It's nice outside this time of year, I tell you. Just talking about how to even begin getting your life together. And I think that is cool. But then I thought of a joke where I I guess I shouldn't have said that I thought about this joke. I should have just told the joke. If I were better at this, I would have just talked about the topic. I would have just gone over the topic and then gone into the joke. And you would think that I'm just in the topic, and I can just come up with stuff on the fly when I think about things. But now the illusion's shattered, and I took this whole fucking diatribe anyway. So fuck me. But anyway, what was I talking about? Right, so the joke is that anytime I need to do anything, like my laundry or my the dishes, I need to put on one of these early 20s Zoomer videos that's like, okay, take a deep breath, get some sleep, maybe think about putting your phone down, and I need to watch one of these 20-minute Zoomer early 20s YouTube videos in order to do any chore. So that's my life hack for you guys, for all you guys, just the guys. Well, nah, everyone. This one's for everyone. This episode is for all creeds. Whatever the hell a creed is. I never learned what a creed is. What's up with creed? Why were they talking about creeds? I don't know what the fuck a creed is. Anyway, pussy tip? Get an old car, dude. Bro, just get an old car. Get a Saab. Get a Volvo 240. Volvo 240 is fucking nice, man. I'll probably trade this in, get a Volvo 240, then engine swap it. I'll sell my car, but it won't have the engine in it. I'll take my engine out, my shitty engine, my shitty inline 4. It's not even the good Audi engine. Oh, Audi engines in the 80s? Oh man, they were good. The inline 5, the turbo? No, dude, I have the inline 4. 1.8 liters. What do you want? I'm going to engine swap that into my Volvo 240 to decrease the horsepower by 50. That's what I want to do. Point being, dude, bro, get a Volkswagen Rabbit. Get a Honda Accord. Get a Honda Accord, a 2-door, like a coupe, and whip it. Whip around a Honda Accord, like an 87 Honda Accord, with the lights that go into the body that look like eyes. Damn, bro. You'll bring her right back to when she was at the 4th of July parade. Her local 4th of July parade. This wasn't even the tip, by the way. This is just a tip I came up with, actually. Get an old car. Listen, the one thing you should be trying to do in your early 20s is get a ton of pussy. You need to get a ton of pussy so you can, movies? Like the movies? Like David Lynch movies? Like you could get a lot of pussy. Yeah, dude, get a Honda Accord. A coupe with a spoiler. Damn. You could get that for like $2,000, dude. It's not that hard. You could probably get like 5 Honda Accords if you traded in whatever fucking car you have now, dude. What, did your parents get you a Subaru? Did your parents get you a Subaru in 2016 through 2022? That's a good deal, because it's free. You're gonna get a lot more pussy, though, if you trade that in and buy 5 Honda Accords. That wasn't the real tip. Here's the real tip. Yo, remember high school? I know you remember high school, dude. Remember, you're a little quiet, you weren't getting a ton of pussy. You weren't really getting any pussy. I didn't get any pussy in high school, by the way. This advice, this pussy getting advice is coming from a guy who doesn't get a lot of pussy. I'm totally going. Was that a Mustang that looks like a fucking Tesla? Of course I'm going in front of you at the all-way. What are you, stupid? Man, your headlights are fucking bright. I don't remember how to get out of this part of town. Okay. Remember high school? You weren't getting any. You weren't getting much. Maybe you got your heart broke once. And, you know, she's doing well now. She's doing so well, dude. Dude, I think I'm depressed. I think I'm depressed, dude. My girlfriend dumped me at 13. Now I'm 14. And if I don't get any pussy, I'm gonna kill myself. This is what I was thinking. As a teenager. Yo. That's messed up. That's real dark. You don't even know it's dark as a teenager. You don't even know what the fuck is dark when you're a teenager. Anyway, getting off track. Right. So, you're not getting a lot of pussy in high school. What was the primary thing you did in class, though? Look at girls. You looked at mad girls, right? You remember which ones they were. I remember which ones they were. You were looking at them. And that's all you were really up to. That's all you were really up to in class. Just looking at them. Now, here's a cheat code. We're about at that time. Now listen. You have to trust me on this. I'm coming in so clutch for you right now. You don't even know. You don't even know what it is, dude. But you already do know. You already know. You already know what I'm talking about. All right. So, you're in high school. Again, you're still in high school. Think about that. Maybe you're still in high school right now. Maybe you should live like you're still in high school. Anyway, okay, so you're in high school right now. And you're looking at girls. You have like a mental index of which girls are the hottest in your head. And you know their first and last names. And, okay, so, where are they now? Where are they now? It's the holidays time. Listen, you don't have much time. You gotta hop on this. Listen. Okay. I'm coming in so clutch right now. I'm helping you out so much. Yo. Go to your local Goodwill. Go to your local Goodwill. Listen. These girls' stock has dropped. Look at their friends that they're going to Goodwill with. That is how you can get a decent assessment of these girls' stock. And let's be honest. Let's just be honest. Their stock has dropped. Your stock's probably gone up. Would you go to art school? Oh no, you got a real degree? Like what? Political science? Literature? You were really on some interesting shit in high school, weren't you? That made you get an interesting degree. Well, now that your stock has increased slightly and theirs has dropped, who's to say how much? Go to your local Goodwill. Now, I can't help you with the approach. I don't have to worry about this. Listen, this is just me helping you out. I'm not trying to figure out anything here. I already have romance figured out 100%. Nah, man, I have a girlfriend. What are you talking about? I'm like a normal guy. I have a girlfriend. But you? How many girlfriends have you had? A lot? A medium amount? Probably a medium amount. And they didn't work, right? You've probably had a medium amount of girlfriends and you got fucked over somehow in multiple different ways at multiple points. Now, listen, I'm not trying to... This advice here is not... I did not employ this tactic. I don't employ tactics romantically. Listen, if you need romantic advice, if you need real romantic advice from me right now, I would say don't use any tactics. But if you want me to be a bro, I got tactics for you. Listen, I got tactics. Get a cheap car from the 80s. What? You think girls are gonna notice the you think girls are gonna notice the difference between like an actually good car from the 90s and a $2,000 Honda Accord from the late 80s? If they do, man, then you probably shouldn't you should probably actually give it a shot with her and not pull the kind of shit that I'm telling you to pull. But listen, man, I'm kind of spewing some demonic shit right now. Now that I think about like what's gone well for me in my life romantically, I'm really putting you on a bad path right now. God damn. Well, hey, listen. The righteous path is deadly simple. The righteous path is deadly simple. Don't play fucking tricks and wait for it to work out. And don't play fucking games. Listen, there was a light bulb moment that went on for me, and since then I have not had any truly demonic experiences with romantic pursuits. Stop playing fucking games. Now, this is kind of hard to do because, well, I think we all know why. It's just how things are set up. Things are set up in such an absurdly demonic way. I just burned mad clutch. That was a big, very steep hill start. But the apps, man, they train you to behave demonically. Tinder's icon is fire, bro. What the fuck do you think is happening to your brain to your brain, bro. Not even like your mind. Not even to mention your mind or soul. Just your wiring. Literally, you're getting cooked. You're getting literally cooked, bro. Dude, oh, bro. It's so fucked up. But that shit trains you wrong. It trains honesty out of you, you know? And you gotta make a clean break. And if you want romance, if you want fucking romance, dude, bro, guy, you need to stop playing fucking games. Don't think about when the best time to text her is gonna be. Don't think about, you know, dude, you fucking know. Alright? You ever been left undelivered for a day? That's the beginning of I'd say that's the beginning of the end. But you're probably like 75% to the end at that point. Yeah, man. I wonder how many guys start like they learn to ghost. They learn to ghost people. That's real fucked up. That's real fucked up, man. And the moment, literally the day I stopped playing fucking games, it started to work out. Then I got to operate within like romantic reality, which, by the way, that's no slouch. Honestly, it's probably harder. I mean, right now what you're doing is you have a wooden mallet and you're jelking with it, essentially. You have your dick stretched over an anvil and you're clamping it down on one side and you're pulling it on the other, and you're just going to town with a wooden mallet on your cock. This is what you're doing right now. That's not that fucking hard. It's not that hard to just wail on your cock with a wooden mallet. You know what is hard is building your life with someone. That's hard. There's a lot to that. But it's fucking real. It's fucking real, man. So stop playing games, bro. But if you do want to just get pussy, get an old car, get a cheap old car from the 80s, and go to your local Goodwill. Like I said, these girls you looked at all the time in high school, they're there, and their stock has dropped. This is a perfect dip. This is a perfect dip. This is a perfect dip for you. Or stop playing fucking games is the other thing. Dang. I'm worrying that there's too much dead air, that there's going to be too much dead air, and because I'm at a stoplight right now and I'm going to get a rev in, but I was going to be silent through the waiting, but it looks like I'm kind of last in line here. I got to wait for the whole light cycle to go around. Here we go. And then I skipped fourth. I've been skipping fourth. You just, I'm actually going to hit fourth now because I'm going uphill. But I've been skipping fourth. You just get to third, you bring it up mad fast, get going like 45, 50, and then you just leave the clutch in for a couple extra seconds, let the revs go down, ease it into fifth. That's what I've been up to. Hitting the highway, you probably want to hit fourth, get up above 60, you know. But I haven't been going on the highway much because I just like the acceleration, man. I like stopping. And my heart doesn't go fast when I stall anymore. So I'm kind of fine. Ooh, I'm going to take my favorite road, but I'm going to go the other way I usually go. I usually come from the other town. This brings me to that town. Yeah, now's when I start being vague about which towns I go to. Now that now that my entire route has been thoroughly leaked. Damn, double heel toe? Triple heel toe, actually. The triple heel toe from 5th to 2nd? Is this guy crazy? That was another 3rd to 5th, by the way, too. I must be crazy, dude. Doing the heel toe downshift all the way down. This is what you come here for. This is what nobody comes here for, to my podcast. This is not what 200 probably Indian guys watched my 3rd episode that sucks. This is not what they watch for. Honestly, this is probably the best episode so far. I got worked up. And then you hit the dead air and you just let the driving do the talking. But you also talk over the driving and explain what you're doing, because you have to let the driving do the talking to a point. Once you're up to speed, I mean, it just sounds like it's just a steady roll, but not entirely unpleasant. What else do I got? Is there something? I feel like there's something I promised earlier in this episode that I didn't get to. Let's see. I told you how to get pussy. And then I caught that demon on camera and told you the fucking truth. Oh, right. I'm going to be having an album coming out in the next, let's call it 4 months. Let's say new album out, 4 months. You heard it here first. I'm not going to promote it in any other way other than this. And goddamn, dude, I don't like talking about my art. I don't like talking about my work. What's the point of that when you can just listen to it, man? You can just listen to it, bro. I guess all I'm saying right now is just to stay tuned. Because some shit's about to come out. I'm gonna get recording. I got mad songs. Listen, I got mad songs. I haven't been just making no money, generating no value over the last month, right? Well, I definitely have not been making any money, but I do think that I've been generating value over the last month. And that's something that I have to be, you have to be fine with being a total loon, kind of, to make no money and still think that you're generating value, because that's exactly where I'm at right now. I do think that I've been generating value. I've got like 6 to 8 songs that I've written just in the last month. I better have gotten that much fucking work done, and I did, because I'm not working a job for a month. But I do need any money. One thing I do need is any money at all. So I guess that's the next step. I mean, I've gotten the prerequisite divine inspiration to spark this album. And so all the themes and subjects and pretty much all the songs. I mean, I might write 1 or 2 more songs. All that's been done. And whether or not I need to be like a NEET to do that is uncertain. But it did help. What the fuck was that? This is a massive thud. That might have been just the cooler in my trunk. I really hope that was the cooler in my trunk and not like my muffler exploding or something. I mean, my engine doesn't sound much different. I'm gonna go with that was either my N64 or my cooler, which I keep squid in. But I don't keep very many in because I haven't been catching a lot of them. I'm gonna go with cooler. As long as I don't run this car into the ground, I will have gotten to where I need to be as a man. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Alright, cool. So basically what I'm saying is that if this car shits out on me in a month, I'm going to need to... What am I going to need to do? Swap my engine block out. To prove to myself that I'm a man. By putting in a 2.2 liter inline 5 turbo from a Quattro. And convert my whole shit to a Quattro. To be a man. Peep the heel toe, by the way. You can probably hear it. It's probably not that exciting because I did it well. If it sounds exciting, then I did not do the heel toe well. And I probably hurt my transmission somehow. Second to fourth that time because I spent a lot of time around 5,500, which according to many graphs on the internet, is the peak of horsepower that you get to. I think my shit's probably fine. I think my shit's probably fine because that felt alright, and I think just the like lift off, I don't know, because I documented that last This is an ongoing saga of the top of second gear in my car, in my care guy. I feel like my power is lifting off a bit, letting up a bit, I mean, when I get to around 4K. But that wasn't that bad, man. I was hanging out at around like 45 miles an hour in second. That felt all right. I felt pretty confident. So I don't know if I said last episode, but I decided that I would replace my spark plugs, my spark plugs. And so I ordered 4 new spark plugs and a new wiring kit online. And then, what the fuck? There's like strobe lights in the air right now. What the hell? Damn, that's like an alien or something. Or a party. There's just moving lights in the sky. It looks like spotlights, though. It looks like 3 spotlights being waved around in the sky. You don't care about my fucking engine. I'll drop it. I'll drop it until the next time I accelerate, and then I'll talk about it again. Obviously. What is up with that? It's like 4 spotlights being waved around in the air. Here's an interesting point of modernity. I find it slightly interesting, I guess. You can't. You're not going to find aliens. You're never going to see aliens in the sky because it's drones, and you're a moron for even thinking anything about it. Because obviously it's just all the drones in the sky, you fucking stupid piece of shit. Do you see what that does to you? That's like what I think whenever anyone's like, yo, is it like, what's up with the aliens? Is there aliens going on right now? Is that a Ford Ranger? Nice. That's what I think whenever someone like looks at like weirdly moving lights in the sky. I have the automatic response of like, oh, it's drones and you're a moron. And that's probably fucked up. That probably is, that's kind of cooked, probably. That's kind of cooked. I don't know, just like a way of shutting down conspiracy theorists. What comes up in your mind when I say conspiracy theorist? Probably a dummy. Probably a fucking stupid idiot. Probably smokes weed and is probably really dumb. Conspiracy theorist. Him. I heard he was a conspiracy theorist. I was in a philosophy class in art school. I was in a philosophy class in art school. I was in an art class. I did a drawing. I was in a philosophy class in art school. I just get in like fucking thought loops whenever I find something funny, as like a setup to a point I'm making. Anyway, so I was in a philosophy class in art school. Alright, I'll keep going. And the teacher was talking about limitations of knowledge, of like certainty. And this was like, this is a class on the Enlightenment and origins of modern thinking, like Francis Bacon and whatnot, and eventually like Descartes. And he was making the point that he was making a point about the limitations of certainty, and he said something like, there are some people who believe that the world is controlled by lizard people, and we can't be certain that that's not true. And then the smartest motherfucker I've ever heard in my life, the smartest, round-faced, hasn't shaved in a month, round-faced, puffy-faced, inoffensive-looking guy, smart motherfucker, says that's a conspiracy theory rooted in anti-Semitism. And then you know what I thought? I thought, oh my God, what's this guy, 20 years old? What the fuck is he doing in art school? Shouldn't this guy be running the country or something? Shouldn't this guy be a senior executive at a really important company? He's so fucking smart. He knows that lizard people are a conspiracy theory rooted in anti-Semitism. Holy shit. That was the smartest thing I've ever heard. Listen, if there's one thing I learned from art school, besides the fact that you can take a shit on a canvas and say that you're exploring themes of identity and be put in a museum, a fucking freak taking a shit on a canvas in a museum. The other most important thing I learned in art school was that lizard people are a conspiracy theory rooted in anti-Semitism. That's like, damn, dude. That's like a jab and then a body hook with the left hand. That's like you've been setting up a double jab, right? And then you hit a 3-piece combo where you hit jab, conspiracy theory, and then you pivot, you step in, and you dig a shovel hook on the inside to the body. They thought you were just going for a double jab, but really they're fucked up now because you hit them with rooted, right? The one, conspiracy theory. The, what is it, a 3? The 3, 3 to the body. 1, conspiracy theory. 3 to the body, rooted. And then it's an overhand right. Anti-Semitism. Rooted in anti-Semitism. A conspiracy theory rooted in anti-Semitism. God damn. That's the smartest shit I've ever heard in my fucking life, man. I've been ruminating on that since sophomore year. I've been ruminating on that for 3 years. And frankly, I haven't heard anything fucking smarter than that. I'm losing my voice because of how goddamn smart that was. Wow. That really goes to the point about the limitations of certainty. You know, you probably think I'm making a good point because you had a liberal arts education. And you probably think I'm making a good point when I say stuff like, yeah, I went to art school. No, I don't need you to see my degree. Just listen to this. That's called ethnography. That's called the field of ethnomusicology. That's called the field of musicology. Listen, why do you gotta bring race into it? That's the field of musicology. Holy shit. Yeah, do a book report on a Pitchfork article. You fucking idiot! You fucking moron! my time would probably have been spent better drifting in Seattle. My time and money probably would have been spent better renting Lambos and drifting in Seattle. Going on the hill, going up the Avs on the big ass hill, drifting in a Lambo, in a fucking Lambo. Then doing a book report on a fucking Pitchfork article. What did they do to us? Man, I gotta pay my rent now. What the fuck? I did so many book reports on scientific articles. On scientific peer-reviewed articles. What? I have to pay rent now? What the fuck? What the hell? I gotta pay rent now? I spent 4 years reading bullshit. What, I gotta pay rent now? What, you're expecting me to pay fucking rent now? That's so mean. That's so mean. That's me right now. That's me right now. This is the one where I say the least amount of words, and I just don't say very many words, and I lose my voice. I'm already losing my voice. Ooh, didn't rev match. That was like 4,500. This guy's got a double exhaust. That's kind of cool. That looks cool at night. The brake lights are kind of mad bright though. Respectable truck. I was behind a truck that was hauling stuff, and it didn't have a muffler. Like, he got rid of his muffler, so it was making like mad loud popping sounds. And he's going like 10 under. He's going like 10 under in the one lane highway, going 40 miles an hour. It was pretty cool. He was hauling like a ladder. He was hauling a ladder, and he was going 10 under uphill and just popping down, popping down. Shit, man, I'm not nearly done. What am I up to? Where am I gonna go? I keep just going in circles, man. I'm just going in circles, man. Maybe I should make a YouTube video essay about it. Maybe it'll help someone like me do laundry once. Maybe I'll help someone my age do laundry once. That was the smoothest fucking heel toe you've ever seen, but you didn't see it. Damn, you just trusted my turn signal? I could be a fucking moron. Shouldn't have trusted my turn signal. I went to, I skipped third there, but I over rev matched, so it bumped a little. Listen, it's a bumpy ride. What was I talking about? Before trusting, you shouldn't have trusted my turn signal. What was I talking about before that? I feel like I was getting slightly angry about something. Anyway, I forgot. Oh, I'm just going in circles. Damn. Yeah, man. Going back to my first point, to the first point I ever made with this podcast. Point being, white pill. White pill alert. White pill alert. I think young people probably get it. Young people probably get it and understand that God exists. And you can't hide. You can't hide. Well, you think a hat's gonna help? You better get a pretty cool hat. Anyway, young people get it, man. That's gonna be the next. multi-trillion-dollar marketing endeavor. Is how to how to market and make money off of the way that Gen Z gets it. They are at an advantage. The marketing conglomerates, they are at an advantage because the primary medium of communication are all proprietary media platforms. So it's actually probably not going to cost $1 trillion more. They've actually probably figured it out already. Because they have all of our data. Because they have all your data. Wouldn't that be the revolution of a fucking century? If all of Gen Z just started being like responsible with their data. Wouldn't that be so cool? Like Faraday cages are normalized and everyone's storing shit on hard drives, no cloud. Damn. That would be badass. And that probably would cost the marketing teams trillions more dollars. But as things are, there's a million Gen Z YouTube videos I could watch right now of people who get it, who are telling me, who are sharing, who are just sharing. It's just about sharing, really. Trust me, it's just about sharing. So, we're already being marketed to, guys. But I think that's another, we've got hyper awareness. We've achieved, that's our perk. That's our racial bonus. The racial bonus of Gen Z is hyper awareness. Hyper meta awareness. You ever get stoned? Bro, you ever get stoned, bro? You ever get stoned? I'm doing it again. You ever get stoned and you're like stoned and it's awesome? You ever get stoned and it's awesome? You ever get stoned? And you realize that you're realizing, and you it becomes, you know, an unending loop of realization. That's not terribly interesting, but I mean, we all got to that point when we were like 14, right? That's like when I got to that point, like the fourth time I got stoned. I got into a realization loop, and well, here I am now, 10 years later. Am I good? Be real, guys. Am I cooked? Yeah, the first like strong pull of weed. The reason weed had a pull for me when I was a teenager was because my girlfriend, my pseudo girlfriend, who I had kissed once at one occasion. I kissed her I kissed her multiple times. Obviously, I kissed her multiple times. listen, obviously I kissed her multiple times. Alright. Is that a cop? Listen, man, I'm not speeding. Yo, bro, I'm not speeding. I just sound loud. Alright, I'm good. Maybe. Unless he turns around right now. That'd be so fucked up. I wasn't doing anything. Anyway, my girlfriend, who I kissed on one occasion multiple times, she was like smoking weed. And I think drinking. Don't quote me on that. She definitely was smoking weed. And I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. And then after she broke up with me, obviously we were still friends. Obviously we could still be friends, okay? Even though I was in love with her, all right? Okay, let's just get that straight. I'm straight. Let's get two things straight. That what I just said, and then also that I'm straight. And then we'll challenge that hypothesis by explaining that I wanted to get good at smoking weed so she would think I'm cool. Let's challenge the hypothesis that I'm actually straight by revealing that bit of information. What do you think now? Am I? I think I am. I think I'm straight. I think I'm straight. That's the little engine that could. I think I'm straight. I think I'm straight. I think I'm straight. I think I'm straight. Is that Gen Z knowledge? Gen Z knowledge, the little engine that could? Come on, guys. Come on now. That's like why I wanted to get into weed. But then I started to listen to, I was already listening to like Tool and shit. Cool fucking music, man. I was listening to cool fucking music. Yeah, man, Tool's still my favorite band. Even post explorational drug use. I gotta find out, listen. I can't be using drugs for explorational reasons now. That's something you do as a fucking teenager. Just do that in high school. If you're in high school right now, take acid. And then stop taking acid. By the time you're legally allowed to drink, dude, just get drunk. By the time you're legally allowed to drink, you probably shouldn't be taking drugs to see what it's like. You should probably already know what it's like. Listen, if you haven't become enlightened by 17, you're cooked. I'm sorry to say. It's too late for you, bro. You're not coming back from that. You have to reach enlightenment by 17 or you're cooked. We're so advanced, bro. Yo, Gen Z, bro? We're like so advanced, bro. Bro. Sick heel toe. Sick, completely unnecessary heel toe. Me and this Scion XD are really ripping it up through these roundabouts. Scion XD, probably mad maneuverable. Scion XD probably goes crazy in a roundabout. Damn, dude. A Scion XD in second gear probably goes crazy on a roundabout. We're so advanced. Yo, dude. Our hyper awareness. You gotta be careful, man. That's like Faust or something. Not that I know anything about that. I was reading Goethe recently. I was reading The Sorrows of Young Werther, but I left that book at the Subaru service station when I accompanied my girlfriend to the Subaru service station to make sure no sexism happened to her. To make sure she paid $110 just like anyone else did for their oil change. But I left it there. I brought it there to read. I didn't read a word of it. They had fucking Christmas music going on. They had new Christmas music. Post All I Want for Christmas Is You Christmas music. That's even worse, dog. Shitty Christmas music's always existed, though. I like the sleigh ride. I like the sleigh ride. That's in the running for the worst one. I like the sleigh ride. I like the sleigh ride. I like the sleigh ride. That's like music you lose your kids in a Sears to. That's fucked up. It's fucked up, trust me. I wouldn't cap. I wouldn't cap, dog. I wouldn't cap about that, dog. Alright. I like the sleigh ride. We're so fucked up. We're equal parts advanced and fucked up. We're so fucked up because we're so advanced. That's like Faust. Probably. Listen, dude. I read the first third of Faust. I read the first, quarter of Faust. You're gonna go in front of me, aren't you? Dude, you're crazy. What's your problem? Drive a big-ass, expensive wagon or SUV or something. Listen, bro. I'm going 20 over right now. I gotta chill. Listen, I know Goethe. I've read the first quarter of The Sorrows of Young Werther and the first quarter of Goethe when I smoked a lot of weed and cigarettes. Listen, I knew what Goethe was always all about because I smoked cigarettes and drank instant coffee outside on cool mornings, listening to Miles Davis every morning. American Spirit Black, obviously. Oh shit! You want an easy party trick? Here's a decent topic actually. This is a decent topic, and I think that it does ask for a tactical approach. This isn't. I'm not trying to get you laid. This could get you laid, but who fucking whatever. It could get you a fucking job. How about that? you dumbass. Like achieving a likability, setting like a likability quest in a social situation, like a party. I think I do alright at parties. I'm pretty sure I do alright at parties. But I'm definitely not. I'm more of a listener. Socially, man, I'm pretty reserved. But I've grown into my own skin. And developing socially, decently, and I think I have a decent tactical approach for you fellas or fellettes listening to this who are maybe behind. And I know, listen man, we all know how easy it is to be behind on something drastically. Student loans much? Alright, listen. You have to get one thing. You need one success. You need one success. This is like World of Warcraft. You know those quests where you have to kill mobs until you get like one item? Like the zombies. One of the zombies took my arm. You're in the undead starting area, which rules, by the way, which is such a sick, so sick. The undead starting area, like Brill, dude. Yeah, man, that stuff's awesome. Damn, going into Undercity for the first time? That's so cool. Anyway, they're like, the skeletons, one of them stole my arm. One of them stole my arm. It's so cool, dude. They're undead. They're like, their arms are falling off and shit. They're all made out of different body parts. Damn. This is like that, where you just have to kill skeletons until you get the quest item. The quest item is a single joke that lands. Landing one joke. Appearing cool for 7 seconds. That's it. That's all you need. You need one good joke. You need to be helpful in one way. You need to, I don't know, maybe you brought like a bottle of decent tequila. Maybe you brought 2 bottles of really shitty tequila. Maybe you're just really good at drinking tequila. You didn't bring any tequila, but you're really good at drinking it. Listen, man, that'll get you cachet in art school. If you want people from art school to like you very much, you could get really good at drinking tequila. Or any liquor, really. Have an opinion about liquor. That's all very low-level stuff. What you need is a joke to land, basically. Don't go for volume. Listen, don't go for volume. Maybe the grinding skeletons until one of them drops the guy's arm. Maybe that's not actually good advice. Because you just need to pick your spot. You just have to find the right spot where you know it's going to be decent. And you just hit it. I got on this train of thought because I mentioned American Spirit Black. Knowing American Spirit Black will take you places at a party. With people your age, knowing American Spirit Black is like a cheat code. It's a fucking cheat code. You see people smoking, ask if you can get one. They're your age, and they're probably hot. So, they smoke American Spirit Blacks, or yellows, or turquoise, or light blue, or, actually probably just those. And then, they do that, you say, oh shit, American Spirit Blues? Shit, I didn't know you guys were cool. I didn't know you guys were so cool. And that's a joke that will get you somewhere. It'll just get you in, and then shut up, dude. Smoke the cigarette. Just smoke the cigarette, let them talk. Just let them yammer. Then, oh, that guy said something funny, and then he listened to me talk. That's not even the level of analysis that you're being subject to. The level of analysis is realistically like, yeah, he was cool. You're just sneaking in. You're not sneaking in. You're just merging. You're just merging smoothly. You're shifting, you're rev matching. This is like rev matching. You just need to get to the right point. Get to the right level of RPMs, and ride it out. And then you're good. And then you're good, dude. And then chill. You can hit another one. I don't know, maybe don't even try to hit another one. Most of the times I think I'm on a roll, I'll get like 2 or 3 in a row, right? Because I'm kind of funny. And, you know, I work at being funny. As a side thing. As a side thing, I'm funny. What was I saying? What was I talking about? So sometimes I'll hit like 2 to 3 bangers in a row, maybe even 4. But then this is you start to take it a little far, and I'm gonna go downtown. Why not? Who says I'm not allowed to? It's a public. Listen, the roads are for everyone. We share the road here on Bainbridge. I'm just super careful of horses. I'm just watching out for horses everywhere. Oh, check this out. Fuck, that was a cop. My sick heel-toed a second downhill, so I rev mad high and I like keep going with the engine braking. Oh, you're telling me there was a cop right next to me? Now he's gonna turn around and fuck with me? Because I'm being mad loud? Damn. What was I talking about? Right, I overextend. You just keep going to that point. It's like playing, I don't know, it's like blackjack or something. I've never like played blackjack for money, but I assume that's how it is. Or like roulette or something. I mean, I've still never done roulette. I don't gamble. You shouldn't be gambling. Don't gamble. Me, the self-help guru, telling you not to gamble. Please. Please. But that's I don't know, it's like a vice almost. Like I have to keep hitting bangers. I just have to keep getting bangers. This is why I practice, honestly. Maybe that's like the game I should do. I don't know. I'm probably not cut out for chess. I'll play chess every once in a while. I don't think I should be studying chess, frankly. Anyway, this is my vice, and this is why I practice being funny, and I write jokes and stuff, because I get like addicted to it. But then once you start going, you know, once you start going, you're going. Soon enough, man, you found yourself 3 choruses into Donna Lee at 300 BPM. Everyone's listening to you. You ran out of ideas. You start missing chord tones. All of a sudden, man, you're missing chord tones. All of a sudden, it's going to the 4, and you're not tonicizing it. And it doesn't really sound like you're going to the 4. It just sounds like you're playing in the key. And people can kind of tell you're kind of BSing, bro. Not to be rude or anything, but we could kind of tell you were BSing like 3 choruses into Donna Lee. I mean, I don't want to like, I don't want to make you uncomfortable or anything, but I mean, like the guys and we could all kind of tell that you were BSing 3 choruses into Donna Lee when we were going at 300 BPM. Listen, I'm sorry for bringing this up, but I just thought you should probably know that we could kind of tell that you were BSing. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like bombing. It's bombing, essentially. Like, you're getting ahead of yourself. You think one's gonna land, and then it doesn't land. You like tell a joke about stocks in front of a bunch of hard school students because you've been learning about stocks, and you bomb, and then it's shameful. Don't try to win that back. You just have to cut your losses. You just have to cut your losses at that point. That's the vice. That's the vice, and I'm trying to warn you against it. If you have to do it, man, get some good friends. If you have to be funny, get some decent friends and practice. Write some jokes, man. Like me, the funny guy. Like me, Mr. Fucking Funny. That's the tactic. You have to get the quest item. The quest item is hitting a banger. I gave you the be good at drinking. You could drink liquor straight. That'll get you cool points. You could drink liquor straight. Tequila. Personal opinion, I like tequila the most straight, so maybe go for some tequila. This is me helping. And you can probably apply this. If you add a significant degree more tact, you can apply this to, I don't know about a job interview. I can't do a job interview. I'm no good at that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm distracted by this cop at the fire station. I'm distracted by going 20 miles an hour because there's a cop at this fire station. And I wonder if he's gonna start following me. Mad cops, man. I should probably try to not be, is that a Mini? What's up, Mini? I'm not even gonna go crazy on this acceleration. Dude, just kidding, of course I am. I skipped to 4th, and I over-rev matched. But other than that, that was decent. And I'm going the speed limit, by the way. Of course I'm gonna rev that, though. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright. Point of this topic is, yeah, you apply more tact. Sick heel toe at a high RPM in 3rd. Very decent. Very respectable. Point is, you apply some tact, and you can do this. Probably not at a job interview. I'm not your guy for job interview advice. Listen to some woman on YouTube is probably the best way to do well at a job interview. But if you're like, I don't know, you're hanging around with your girl's parents or something, or older people that you need to like you, have this mindset. Just get the one quest item. That's all you need. Keep your head down. Keep your head down. You'll do fine. You'll do fine, trust me. You know why? Because you got the whole world ahead of you. And you have so much time. I would kill you right now if it meant that I got to have your time. I would fucking eat your glands if they gave me your time. Best I can do is eat your brainstem to get your mana. Shit, dude, I've been really low on mana. I think I have to eat someone. I've been casting way too many spells lately. I think I have to eat someone, get some new mana. Damn, dude, if they put cops in Mini Coopers, it would be over. It would be over for all of us. They put cops in Mini Coopers. You see a Mini Cooper, you think whippable. You see a Mini Cooper, you think James Cooper Works Edition. James? I think it's James. JCW Edition. Sporty. Handling. Torque. Horsepower. High end. That's what you think when you think Mini Cooper. You just want to go. You see a Mini Cooper? Dude, you just want to go. At least I do. So, to any cops watching, that's how you're going to catch me. That's how you're going to catch me speeding. Whip out the JCW Mini Cooper. You'll get me. You're just gonna give me an itch that I can't scratch without 6,000 RPMs. And I don't know if you knew this, but 6,000 RPMs usually makes you go about 5 times 10 miles an hour. Let's notate it algebraically. It makes you go about 5 times 10 miles an hour. And I'll just eat that. Man, fair play. If the cops bust out the James Cooper Works Mini, hey man, you got me. If you got me, you got me. That's all I have to say. This is a good spot. This is a good way to end. I'll give you a rev. Not that big. The speed limit's like 30. All right.